Good morning, good morning. Welcome to today's coffee chat. Today, well, I'm super excited to share with you what I have on my mind today because today is my second cookbook review. I'm so excited to share this with you. I heard lots of positive feedback from my first cookbook review where I reviewed the cookbook Eat More Plants by Desiree Nielsen. People told me that you loved that, so thank you for letting me know, and I'm happy to bring back other cookbook reviews. If you want to find out about that cookbook, check the details I got a link in the description box below because I kept trying recipes even after I did that review, and oh my goodness. Desiree's Beet Rose Latte, which even the name was just like, what? I have to try this. Beet Rose Latte has to have been the most delicious thing that I have tried all year. Yeah, amazing. So if you want to check out that review, click on down in the link in the description box below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. Every Thursday morning, I invite you into my kitchen for a casual chat about nutrition and food topics, things that are on my head, things that are nutrition tips, busting myths, food reviews, and also these cookbook reviews. I want to make sure that you don't ever miss a video, so please click the subscription. Click the subscription box, the link in the below, and the little bell icon so that you never miss a single coffee chat. But without further ado, let's get into the cookbook that I'm reviewing today, which is this one. This Kitchen is for Dancing by Karlene Karst. Ooh, I was super excited to see that Karlene came out with a cookbook. I've been following her for a while. I don't know her personally, but she is a fellow nutrition expert here in BC. A little shot again. Woo, of her cookbook. And so I always love what she's doing in the media. So when she created a cookbook, I was right in there, ordered mine off of Amazon. And I've been cooking up a storm, testing it, like putting it through the ringer. And here's what my thoughts are today. And in the end, I will let you know, should you buy it? So first, like everybody else really, I eat with my eyes. And so I have to let you know that the photos are beautiful in here. I mean, hello. Ooh, can you see that? Stunning photos. Makes you want to try these recipes. Yeah, I want to eat that. And also, I'm a real textile, like texture, tactile type of person. And I have to say, oh, the pages feel nice. Now, it seems strange, like why am I talking about photos and what the pages feel like when I'm talking about a cookbook review? The reality is we are pleasure seekers as human beings. And so I want you to have a pleasurable experience when you're looking at a cookbook. Because if you enjoy it, then you'll go back again and again. And really, a cookbook that's useful is one that you turn back to again and again and you actually use. So yep, that's why I started my review with that. But leaving that behind, the cookbook opens up with some nice tips for self-care as a busy working mom, some meal prep, some pantry item lists, which are great. And then we get into the recipes, the main star. And the recipes, I like how she organized them. Breakfast, snacks, soup, veggies, weekday dinner, Sunday dinner, and then sweet treats. I love that. I love that she's got that idea that there needs to be some quick dinners and then some, more luxurious when you have time to cook special dinners. So I love that she organized it that way. And so, yes, I did cook up a storm. I tried, what recipes did I try? I tried them from all different chapters in the book. I like to give a thorough look through because I want to be able to let you know, what I really think. What did I try? Ricotta pumpkin pancakes, been on a real pancake kick lately, so super happy to have seen a few pancake recipes in here. Tried the ricotta pumpkin ones. It is fall, little pumpkin spice action. The Snickers energy balls. I love a snack that you can pack on the go, and balls are super hot right now. A blueberry lemon loaf. I tried quite a few of her soups. Great soup section. Spiced carrot turmeric soup, corn chowder, a vegan cream of mushroom soup, and then some of her pasta sauces. A creamy cauliflower pasta sauce I tried. The sunflower seed Alfredo. I mean, what? Let me try that one. That piqued my interest. And then, of course, I had to try the beet brownies. Yes, please. And lastly, the bird's nest cookies. So I've tried a smattering of recipes, all sorts of recipes throughout the book. And here's my thoughts on it. And I do have a little bit of notes I'm going to be referring to because I want to be super thorough and give you the real goods here. This is not sponsored, my reviews. I buy the cookbooks with my own money so I can share with you my honest thoughts, full transparency with you. So what did I think of the recipes? Well, as you can see, pancakes still on my mind. Pumpkin ricotta, absolutely yes, please, delicious. And what I love about a pancake is you can make extras and then freeze them in little multi-packs and then put those in the toaster or warm them up on a busy weeknight. So I've been loving the pancake kind of concept, and those ricotta pumpkin ones were delicious. What else did I try? The soups. Oh, such a strong soup section. The carrot turmeric was delicious. I tried the corn soup, equally delicious. I actually added some chickpeas into mine to make it a bit more of a full meal dish. And then the vegan cream of mushroom soup. Oh my goodness, so delicious. I mentioned that Desiree's cookbook had the rose beet latte. That was my #1 most delicious thing I've tried all year. Well, this vegan cream of mushroom soup is the #2 spot of the most delicious thing I've tried all year. So if you love a mushroom soup, that is worth this cookbook alone, just for the mushroom soup recipe. Oh my goodness. The pasta sauces, really successful and delicious pasta sauces. I mean, the first one has cauliflower pureed in there, and I love recipes that incorporate a lot of extra vegetables. I get a lot of requests from parents for recipes that have kind of hidden veggies in there, so I wanted to try this cauliflower recipe, and yeah, delicious creamy sauce. Also, the sunflower seed Alfredo, delicious, really, really delicious sauce, totally unique. I would say not exactly Alfredo sauce, but similar notes. I totally understand why she called it that. And if you like an Alfredo sauce, but you're looking for a healthier option, or again, you have a kiddo who doesn't really into very many protein-rich foods or iron-rich foods, so you want to get those nuts and seeds in them, this is another great recipe. Okay, what else? I'm looking through my little cookbook here. Oh, the beet brownies, delicious. Yes, please. And I admit, well, first let me back up. I'm a good cook. I am not a good baker. I am not a good baker, so whenever I'm looking through a cookbook, I always have to try some baking recipes, because if they work for me, they're going to work for anyone. And when I saw a brownie recipe that includes beets and has no gluten, no dairy, no eggs, I was like, okay, I have to try this out. And was it delicious? Absolutely, yes. And I didn't even make the topping, the chocolatey, gooey topping. That's not really my cup of tea anyways, and so I thought, and I'm kind of a lazy baker, as I said, so I didn't even bother with that step. Same with the blueberry loaf. I loved it. Delicious blueberry loaf. And it does have a yogurt topping recommendation. Again, I didn't bother with it. I'm super lazy. When that came out of the oven, I was like, let it cool down, slice it up. I'm eating this. And it totally didn't need that extra step. I'm sure that extra step would be delicious, but totally didn't even need it. I did try the bird's nest cookies. They just weren't for me. It's not really that the recipe was a fail or there's something wrong, but yeah, just not really my taste bud. Same with the power balls. I tried them with the protein powder option that she has in there, and I just find that, yeah, that kind of gritty, vanilla-y taste of a protein powder doesn't really work for me in the ball. So I'll definitely make them again without the protein powder option, but I thought, oh, let me try a new way to try a protein powder, but just that kind of gritty taste came through. I wasn't really a fan of that one. Overall, there's more recipes that I want to try, lots and lots. As I look through the pages, I was like, yes, bookmark this one, bookmark this one, bookmark this one, bookmark this one, which is what you want to get from a cookbook, right? You don't want to look through it and be like, oh, there's one recipe I want to try. No, this one had tons that I'm interested in trying. Obviously, I tried a ton, and there's way more that I have my eyeballs on that I want to give a try to continue cooking through. A couple of things in related to the cookbook kind of overall. You definitely will need a blender and a food processor to take advantage of this cookbook. Lots and lots of recipes involving those, so you definitely need to make sure your kitchen has those two pieces of equipment for it. Also, the cookbook does involve a lot of ingredients that are a little bit pricier. We're talking things like coconut oil, almond flour, a lot of different specialty flours like arrowroot flour, spelt flour. So I would say that this is a good cookbook for people who, have a little bit of money to spend on good quality food. It wouldn't be a great cookbook for, say, the student about to head off to university or somebody like that who won't have a lot of money for cooking and for recipes. So not a great fit for that, but a great fit as long as you value your food and your nutrition and you're willing to put a little money into that. And especially if you're cooking more from scratch from home, you're going to be spending less than if you're doing a lot of eating out right now. I would also say that the recipes in this book are appropriate for somebody who is fairly comfortable in the kitchen. They're not super duper tricky, but I would say they're not absolute beginner recipes either. I found a couple of the recipes needed just tiny little tweaks, tiny little adjustments, which as someone who's comfortable in the kitchen, no sweat, not a problem. One example is the carrot turmeric soup, delicious, and it called for, I believe, 12 medium carrots. Now, I guess my estimation of what is a medium carrot is a little different than Karlene's, because when I put my 12 carrots, chopped them up, put them in the pot, I realized that there wasn't enough vegetable stock to cook the carrots. They would have started burning at the bottom. So as, a familiar cook, I recognize, oh, that's probably not going to work. I added a couple extra cups of water, delicious soup. But, if somebody was brand new to the kitchen and didn't have an understanding of like, oh, that soup's going to be dry, it's going to be a problem. They just didn't have that judgment, that experience yet. Then it could have been a bit of a not good soup, not good cooking experience, bit of a kitchen disaster. I also noticed, I think it was in the beet brownies as well, the first step is to mix flax seeds with water to make a gel. That's a really common technique for egg-free baking. And I was familiar with that, so I recognized what she was doing there. In the cookbook, the recipe just says however many tablespoons of flax seeds. It doesn't specify ground flax seeds. So of course you do need them to be ground to create that gel. I knew that, so it's not a problem. But again, somebody who was a brand new cook probably wouldn't have known that. And if they'd used whole flax seeds, I don't know that the recipe would have worked out for them. So just some examples like that, tiny little things that are totally no sweat. If you're comfortable in the kitchen, you have some experience, but so I would say this cookbook, not for the absolute beginner cook, but for somebody who's already fairly comfortable in the kitchen and is just looking for new healthy recipes. The last kind of thing of note I would say is that there's a lot of recipes that involve coconut. So I like coconut, no sweat for me. In fact, I was really enjoying the different ways of using coconut. For example, that's how she does the vegan cream of mushroom soup. She uses coconut milk, and it didn't turn out too coconutty. It actually works deliciously. But so if you hate coconut, like you can't stand it, then this is not the cookbook for you, because there's coconut oil, there's coconut milk, there's grated coconut like throughout this cookbook. So if you hate coconut, this is not the book for you. If you like coconut like me, great idea. So in the bottom line, do I recommend this cookbook? And the answer is a resounding yes. Yes, 2 thumbs up for this cookbook, as long as you have money that you value your nutrition, you're willing to spend on that, and you're comfortable in the kitchen already. As long as you have those 2 caveats covered, absolutely get this book. As you can see, I still have all sorts of recipes I want to be trying out. I'm really, really excited to get going on those. If you're interested in picking up this book and you want to pop down to your local bookstore, go on ahead. If you prefer to buy things through Amazon, take a peek down in the description box below. I have a link directly through, so you can go ahead and take action on that. That again is my review for This Kitchen is for Dancing by Karlene Karst. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, let me know. Click the little thumbs up button. I won't be back next week. I'm going to be working in Vancouver next week and on the road, so won't be having a chance to I just won't be in my own kitchen to do a coffee chat. So I will see you in 2 weeks' time. In the meantime, have a great couple of weeks, and I'll see you back here in 2 weeks.